Welcome to the annual Joint American Homeopathic Conference. My name is Margery Stearns, and I'm the conference chair for 2024. This year, we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of our host organization, the National Center for Homeopathy. The conference committee decided to add something special to our conference resources for you. Please enjoy this Moving the Profession Forward collection of short videos. It's designed to introduce you to the many organizations in the greater homeopathy community. We hope that you will use this to familiarize yourself with resources available to you and to learn how we are all interconnected. Please reach out to any of the organizations through their websites and consider supporting them by volunteering or making a donation as you see fit. Enjoy this compilation, and I hope to meet you online or in person at the conference or at some point in the future. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Lauri Grossman, and I'm president of the board of directors for the National Center for Homeopathy. And this is an exciting time to make this recording because we are actually celebrating our 50th anniversary right at this very moment. So before I go on, let me just thank all the other people who were presidents of the board of directors of the National Center before me, and also all the people who served on the board. It includes hundreds of people and countless volunteer hours. And then, of course, all the people who are members of NCH who contributed on committees and different efforts. And from the start, the National Center for Homeopathy's mission was to share educational materials and resources and support for anyone interested in homeopathy from all different backgrounds: healthcare professionals, lay people, people doing research on different health efforts. And so we try to provide support for anyone who is just curious about homeopathy and needed support in any way. We started with the summer school. And the summer school was one of our real most effective ways to launch homeopathy's resurgence in America. We had study groups and we had snail mailings back in those days to all of our members. And of course, that effort grew to include the annual conference, inviting healthcare practitioners, home prescribers, and the people who would become professional homeopaths. We didn't have that term in those days. So as you can see, from the start of NCH, we've always been aiming on moving the profession forward in whatever way was appropriate at the time. We supported and partnered with organizations that support homeopaths of all backgrounds. So currently, NCH is working with AIH, which is an organization composed of medical doctors, HNA, nurses, HANP, naturopaths, NASH, and later ACHINA and CCH. So NCH is working with all these organizations so that we can support each other's efforts in moving homeopathy forward. We created Homeopathy Today magazine. Many of you might know what it looked like in the initial days, but of course, Homeopathy Today magazine has grown in size, in color, in layout. We've worked with various printers. And now, most recently, we have a digital version so that we can share Homeopathy Today magazine with people worldwide and reduce our carbon footprint. And there are those members that still want the paper and printed edition, and we keep that going for them. As the internet grew, NCH began to update the global community. And last year alone, we reached 34,000 people globally with our Homeopathy Report newsletter. So that goes out to people in all countries around the world so that they can keep up with information about how to find remedies, where to find remedies, how to select the best remedies, and actually a lot of information about advocacy. We'd expand the ease with which people could attend the JHC conference by making it hybrid. So that's also a new development, which we try to do as frequently as possible, maybe not every year, but this way, people who want the in-person contact, wanting to be able to see old friends in person and catch up with them, can come, as well as the people who want to save money by not having to pay for a hotel or plane fare or childcare. And so the conference on many occasions is now hybrid. Last year alone, 600 people attended the conference, both online and in person. We also include all the homeopathic organizations in our conference. So you might have wondered why we call it the Joint American Homeopathic Conference. That's because although NCH foots almost the entire bill of the conference, we invite all the other homeopathic organizations to join us, and we provide rooms for any member of the HAA, which is the Homeopathic Action Alliance, people who work with NCH to provide remedies and information and support around the country. We offer 14 webinars annually and try to follow the request of the community. So last year, we focused on many of the issues that we get the most frequent requests for: children's and women's health, respiratory and digestive complaints, anxiety, depression, and sleep issues. And every year we add a few other conditions which people might ask for and which we think might be issues that are topical at the time. We work with homeopathic manufacturers to offer our members discounts on homeopathic medicines. We also offer discounts by working with other companies, other organizations, discounts on videos, books, and even Remedy Finder apps. Last year, the National Center for Homeopathy launched a project that's very dear to my heart, and it's called the NCH Meetups. We travel to different cities and towns across the country so that we can provide a face-to-face introduction on what homeopathy is. We can answer questions, and better yet, when practitioners come to these meetings, people can meet practitioners in their area, talk to them about whatever their complaints are, and then perhaps become patients of theirs. We've met people in gyms, we've met people on organic farms, in health food stores, in churches and houses of worship. So we try to meet people in a variety of settings so that we meet with a very diverse group of people. Last year alone, I think we were in New York, Seattle, Portland, New Jersey, and in the coming year, we have lineup in communities in Canada, and I think there's another one in Philadelphia. So if you're interested in bringing the NCH and a little introduction to your community, you can get in touch with us and we'll start working on it. We connected with over 400 professionals this year at the International World Congress of Homeopathy, which is LMHI. And we also partnered with the board of Weston A. Price to meet with them so we could partner with them. We also invited many of the doctors that we met at LMHI to contribute to our conference, to our magazine, to our webinars. And in doing so, we're diversifying the NCH community, which is also something that's been a high priority for the board. To keep up with the global demand for information that the NCH has put together regarding materia medica and repertory, we expanded our presence on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok. We reworked our entire website so that we get tens of thousands of visitors monthly. We're continuing to build and expand the Find a Practitioner section of our website. So now, no matter what city, town, village you live in, you can find a homeopath that's close to you, nearby. And because many homeopaths are now offering services over the internet, even hard to reach global communities that generally have been underserved by homeopaths, now they're getting the homeopathic care that they've so long wanted. We also support at the National Center for Homeopathy other not-for-profit homeopathic organizations. I was trying to think of them this morning, and I came up just by sitting in my office for a little bit with the Promise for Health, which is in Central America, Homeopaths Without Borders, who's done fabulous work in Haiti and with Native American communities. We've worked with the Homeopathy Institute of the Pacific, Homeopaths for Health in Africa, which is Jeremy Scher and Camilla Scher's wonderful project in Tanzania. We've worked with Americans for Homeopathy Choice, trying to bolster the efforts that Paula Brown and her entire community have been putting forth. And we've also worked with HPUS Friends Program. So although the NCH has its own budget, we channel many of these funds into other organizations trying to strengthen them. We continue to support the U.S. state homeopathic organizations by contributing to them and by attending or supporting their conferences. We continue to moderate the Advocacy for Homeopathy Working Group, which is a monthly meeting of organizations that work to continue to support the ability for people to buy remedies in the United States and also to get good homeopathic care. Lastly, the National Center for Homeopathy was a major donor and supporter of the Introducing Homeopathy film, which, like many of you, we hope will get wide distribution and wide viewership and introduce people to homeopathy. So that's a little bit of how the National Center for Homeopathy is moving the profession forward. I must say, we try to work with as many individuals, professions, and organizations as possible. We try to align ourselves with many manufacturers, bookmakers, authors, and people who contribute to the homeopathy profession in a multitude of ways. I welcome everyone from the growing diverse community of homeopaths that has grown with us over the 50 years that we've been around. It's been a pleasure to serve you, and I look forward to meeting more and more of you as you ask questions and want to get more involved with the National Center for Homeopathy.
Hi, my name is Karen Allen. I'm a certified classical homeopath and educator, and I serve as the president of the Accreditation Commission for Homeopathic Education in North America. This short video reviews HOHM's important role in the growth of homeopathy. Our mission is to promote excellence in the education of professional homeopaths by establishing educational standards, accrediting schools that prepare students for certification by the Council for Homeopathic Certification, and by certifying continuing education programs for professional homeopaths. My colleagues from HOHM and our accredited schools are happy to work together to explain what school accreditation is and why it's important.
The four core principles of accreditation are, first, establishing community-accepted standards, because accreditation is about self-regulation of the field, not government regulation. The second is self-study, through which schools engage in reflection and continuous improvement. The third is peer review. This involves schools discussing their self-study with other homeopaths, educators, and administrators who understand what success really looks like. And finally, documentation of policy and procedure, so that every member of the school community, faculty, students, administrators, understand how the school is moving forward to achieve excellence.
Choosing homeopathy can be life-changing. When you choose an accredited school, you can be assured that you're getting a comprehensive curriculum and you'll get the study and support you need to grow personally and professionally.
Accredited schools offer clinical training and hands-on practice opportunities that prepare you for real-world practice as a certified classical homeopath.
When you enroll in an accredited school, you will know your rights as a student. You can trust that grading will be fair and unbiased, that the school follows a clearly stated non-discrimination policy, and is fully transparent about its tuition and fees.
Accreditation is not about creating cookie-cutter schools that all look alike. Each school has its own unique culture, values, and approaches to teaching homeopathy. With 7 fully accredited schools, you can rest assured that you will find the program that best meets your needs.
Prospective students should beware of non-accredited schools. especially if they are not located within the USA or Canada. Many of these schools are not authorized to have programming in the US, and their standards may not be in line with the CHC or the legalities of practice within North America.
The Council for Homeopathic Certification recognizes the value of school accreditation. When you graduate from an accredited school, you will qualify to sit for the CHC exam just by presenting your transcript.
If you hold a bachelor's or master's degree, it's certain that the school you went to went through a process of accreditation. Why should it be any different for the education of a professional homeopath?
The faculty at every accredited school is a certified classical homeopath and some other experts, each of them dedicated to teaching and supporting the growth of the student throughout the program.
HPCUS is also responsible for reviewing and approving continuing education programs. Continuing education supports the profession and the public by ensuring that practitioners have access to the training that will help them address the challenges of practice and continue to improve their work. When a practitioner chooses an HPCUS-approved continuing education program, they can be assured it will support their professional growth and help them improve their ability to provide client-centered services using the gentle and effective system of homeopathy to address today's health concerns.
You can learn more about HPCUS at our website, www.hpcus.org. There are many ways you can contribute, perhaps as a peer review site evaluator. We have openings for commissioners, and you can support our work by making a donation. Please contact us at info@hpcus.org.
Hello, this is Tanya Kell, here to tell you about NASH, the North American Society of Homeopaths. We were formed in 1990 to establish the practice of homeopathy as a profession. Formerly, homeopathy had been considered a specialty or adjunctive therapy practiced by licensed medical providers. We have made great strides in gaining recognition for the knowledge and skills offered by the professional homeopath. Our journal showcases the history, philosophy, and accomplishments of homeopaths in North America and around the world. The legal guide and code of ethics give guidance for safe practice and protect both the consumer and the practitioner. We have an ethics committee in place to review complaints and provide conflict resolution. Members attend as many conferences and meetings in and around the healthcare conversation as we can in order to keep homeopathy in the conversation as an effective and accessible healthcare choice. The Society's standards for homeopathy education and skills are the most rigorous to date with the peer review of all member applications. We support continuing practitioner development with the mentorship program and CEU requirements. NASH is dedicated to a diverse and representative body. We hope to be a safe and welcoming home to all qualified providers of homeopathic care. Educational growth and standards are essential for the recognition of the value the trained homeopathic professional has. We have a scholarship fund that distributes thousands of dollars to chosen student members who apply. To join us in the establishment of a robust professional body, visit homeopathy.org. We have memberships for established providers, graduates in early practice, students, and friends of homeopathy. Thanks for listening and have a great conference.
Hello everyone, I am Sheetal Tiwari, President of the Council for Homeopathic Certification. For over 30 years, CHC has been certifying homeopaths who meet and maintain high standards in classical homeopathy. We stand as the only NCCA accredited organization in the homeopathic healthcare arena. This signifies our excellence not just in creating a valid, reliable, and legally defensible exam to assess the skills and competencies essential for homeopathy practice, but also in maintaining the same excellence when it comes to public safety, governance, and other organizational processes. advancing or moving forward in the homeopathic profession has been a cornerstone of CHC's mission statement. We envision a healthcare system encompassing certified classical homeopathic practitioners to be accessible to all. Currently, 17 board members, supported by over 50 volunteers, diligently work towards uplifting the homeopathic practice as a stand-alone profession. We achieve this by adhering to the NCCA standards of excellence, which are widely acknowledged within the healthcare community. And we see this as the most direct pathway towards integrating certified homeopathic practitioners into the healthcare system and national workforce. We also recognize the substantial shortage faced by the current healthcare industry. For many, pursuing higher education at universities is no longer an affordable option. Additionally, there is a growing inclination towards green medicine, sustainability, and remote work. Homeopathy as a profession embraces all these aspects, and we believe certified classical homeopaths can effectively meet the increasing demand for healthcare alternatives and build fulfilling careers. Therefore, whether you are a mom who has used homeopathy for her children and is pursuing education in an accredited school for a career in homeopathy, or a licensed healthcare professional such as an MD or an RN integrating homeopathy into your practice, CHC remains committed to bringing to you the CCH credential that homeopaths have proudly used beside their name for past 3 decades to showcase their specialized knowledge and continuing competence in the homeopathic profession. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all our stakeholders and volunteers for their dedication and support towards the CHC mission. We remain focused on serving the homeopathic community and bringing new opportunities to offer additional value to all our stakeholders. Thank you.
Greetings from the American Institute of Homeopathy, the voice of the medical profession since 1844. My name is Dr. Lisa Amrine, and I serve on the board of the AIH along with a great team. Our board is working so hard to move homeopathy forward for medical professionals. Our first goal is to work together with the homeopathic community, with all of you. We have one shared love, and that love is homeopathy. Each of us have our part to play in this community, and we have to fit together like a perfect puzzle. Remember, a puzzle must have all the pieces in place to be complete. The AIH is working hard to do our part with this because we want this puzzle of homeopathy for our community to be complete, to be fully complete. The AIH is working really hard to promote the science and the art of homeopathy. We are working to better recruit and train medical professionals. We're also working with the homeopathic community to safeguard the quality and integrity of homeopathic medicines so that as providers, we have access to good quality single homeopathic medicines. We are honored to serve alongside with such a great community, and our vision is to continue to build great bridges with all of you so that our profession, the homeopathic profession, can shine in the light that it deserves. I'm thankful for all of you, and it's great to see you here.
Hello, my name is Tracy Duncan, and I am a member of the Homeopathic Nurses Association, also known as HNA. I am a registered nurse, registered respiratory therapist, and certified classical homeopath. I have a homeopathic practice in Greenville, South Carolina. I am so happy to represent HNA and share information with you about our association. First, some history. In 1985, a group of nursing professionals founded HNA. They believed that nurses and nursing were an important part of the history of homeopathy and that they played a vital role in advancing each in the world of homeopathy. With dedication and outreach, HNA has become the global leader for nurses interested in and practicing homeopathy. HNA's vision is to be the premier global organization for nurses who want to freely learn and use homeopathy. And its mission is to represent and provide learning opportunities for nurses worldwide who are interested in studying and/or using homeopathy in their professional lives. HNA supports the integrity of homeopathy and sees it as an essential part of healthcare. As HNA has grown, so has its influence. It serves as a platform for nurses advancing homeopathic healthcare. HNA's current organizational priorities focus on 4 key areas. First, expanding the global presence of nurses and nursing in homeopathy. Second, enhancing member benefits, such as our mentorship program, which offers our members and others interested the opportunity to develop and grow as homeopaths from a diverse, well-seasoned group of member mentors. A robust scholarship program for professional advancement. The monthly professional development meetings showcasing leading homeopaths and nurses, which offers a way to gather, network, and learn about a variety of topics. An annual clinical case conference, and a writing study group. HNA also maintains a strong communication link with our members through our quarterly newsletter, Facebook page, and the President's Bulletin. Third, the launching of a virtual professional continuing education program tailored specifically for nurses, but also available to homeopaths and homeopathic enthusiasts. Modules include Introduction to Homeopathy and Nursing Practice, History and Evolution of Homeopathy, and Nursing's Practice of Homeopathy. Future modules will focus on skills building and creating and building a homeopathic practice. To accomplish this, HNA has recently established an educational relationship with the Hub to provide its nursing continuing education in homeopathy. Fourth, strengthening our collaboration with homeopathic and nursing schools and other professional organizations. As you can see, HNA is committed to advancing homeopathy, empowering nurses, and fostering collaboration within the homeopathic and nursing communities, all while providing valuable resources and opportunities for our members. We have been asked to also share how HNA is moving the homeopathic profession forward. HNA's strategic focus and initiatives are with 5 important groups. First, nurses actively practicing homeopathy. Second, nurses interested in practicing homeopathy. Third, nurses who may not yet be familiar with homeopathy. Fourth, the broader homeopathic community. And fifth, patients and consumers interested in learning more or advancing their understanding and use of homeopathy. HNA's priorities align well, raising awareness about homeopathy among these groups who are crucial to the advancement of homeopathy. They also provide steadfast support for homeopathic initiatives. Together, we will make homeopathy more visible and accessible to nurses and to the entire homeopathic, patient, and consumer communities. In closing, HNA holds deep respect for the principles of homeopathy and the vibrant homeopathic communities. We genuinely appreciate being recognized as a fully committed, collaborative partner in advancing the practice of homeopathy and recognizing the profound impact it has on the well-being of patients, their families, and the communities we serve.
Greetings, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the conference this year and that it has been amazing for you. My name is Dr. Lisa Amrine. This is Dr. Mike Knapp. We are with the Homeopathic Academy of Naturopathic Physicians, also known as the HANP. It's a huge honor for me to introduce my friend and the new president of the HANP, Dr. Mike Knapp. And I actually want you to talk about a great new mentorship program that the HANP is offering that's available to our members. So Dr. Knapp, will you take us and tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, excellent. Thank you so much. I'm really glad that we had this opportunity to share this with the greater community too, some of this news. For several years, we've been using a platform that's called the Homeopathic Mentor to help provide continued education for the members of HANP, help to increase their skill set, And this has involved reviewing articles from the literature, talking about relevant topics for homeopathic practice, bridging philosophy, and those types of things. And we've really decided at this point in time that we're going to reinvent the homeopathic mentor and to really start being able to offer more mentorship to our members. And this is something that is very important because it seems to be the cement to successful practice is getting clear mentorship from people that are having clinical results consistently in practice. And this is what we're looking for. When we sit down with the patient or with the client, we want to have the feeling that they're likely to get better because we know how to apply this tool. And so the mentorship is really the cement that takes our philosophy, our book knowledge, and then this person sitting in front of us and gets that to a clear clinical result where they're getting better. And this is going to be led in at the start by Dr. Jamie Oskin and Dr. Jennifer Barr. We're really excited that they're making themselves available to have these sessions where we're bringing cases to the group and clearly stating where is the case stuck and what are the things that we need help with so that we can identify those and get the mentorship in a way that the client is getting better, the practitioner is flourishing. And so this is really exciting addition to our offerings in 2024.
This is great. What an amazing way to continue to move homeopathy forward, right? Our goal is to come alongside and work with each other so that we can all be successful. I love it. I love it. What else? Do we have anything else to share about the homeopathic mentor?
I think that's it.
I think that's it. Well, I think it's great. And it's something that is open to the membership for the HANP. And so if that's something you're looking for sure, reach out to us and let us know and come by and say hi. I also want to mention one last thing that the HANP has done a lot of work for to help the profession, the homeopathic profession, and that is to do a really great continuing education program. And so we have all kinds of videos ranging from 1-hour videos all the way up to a whole 30-hour course that is all kinds of topics on homeopathy to help you be better prescribers and to be better out in the field and doing things. So I just want to mention that's something we've worked really hard for that does have accreditation for the naturopathic doctors, not so much for the others, unfortunately. But regardless of the continuing education, it's your continuing education, it's your education, and it's a great resource for you to be better people. So I just wanted to let you know about that. And we as a HANP board are honored to be here. We're honored to work with all of you guys and couldn't think of a better place to be this weekend. Thanks for everything.
Hello, my name is Bill Shevin. I am the current president of the Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia Convention of the United States. We publish the HPCUS, the Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia of the United States. The HPCUS is recognized as an official compendium in the Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act of 1938. That recognition is the main reason that homeopathic drugs are still available in the United States today. By publishing individual drug monographs, we set the standards for their safety, identity, purity, quality, and strength. By publishing guidelines for their production, manufacturers know what to do to ensure that what is said to be contained on the medicine's packaging is, in fact, present. The same law gives the Food and Drug Administration the duty and authority to regulate all drugs, especially regarding their safety. Amendments to the Act in 1962 added effectiveness to the FDA's mandate. The HPCUS can be understood as functioning in relationship to both manufacturers and regulators. In turn, those relationships extend outward to all practitioners, educators, and the people who use homeopathic medicines. In other words, to all of us. We live in a time of great change and many challenges. Meeting some of those challenges falls particularly to the HPCUS. Our white paper project is a science-based effort intended to close discrepancies in good manufacturing practices that exist between the manufacture of conventional pharmaceuticals compared to what is rational and achievable for homeopathic medicines. The white paper project will enter a critical stage in the next several months. Success at that stage will lead to further stages. Getting this far has been a very complex and expensive process. Going further will require support from all sectors of the community. I discussed these matters in my address to the Joint American Homeopathic Conference last year. The convention has developed another initiative called the Friends of the Pharmacopoeia program. This program is intended to increase awareness of the pharmacopoeia and the convention, but also to promote opportunities to support our work. Those opportunities are not limited to financial support. The program is also intended to increase awareness of the interrelated nature of the sectors in the larger homeopathic community and to highlight new paradigm tools for productive collaboration. Much more information is available on HPUS.com. If you click on the support banner on the landing page, you will find information on the Friends program. I'd like to thank the NCH for its support of the convention and the Friends program, and for providing this opportunity for me to speak with you. My email address is drshevin@hpus.com. Please reach out to me so that we can work together. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Paula Brown and I'm president of Americans for Homeopathy Choice. I'm really excited to be here shooting this video for the Joint American Homeopathy Conference hosted by the NCH. Really thankful to NCH and all that you guys do, so thank you so much for hosting this conference. So I'm here to tell you guys a little bit about my organization, Americans for Homeopathy Choice. We have actually two different Americans for Homeopathy Choice. One is Homeopathy Choice Foundation and the other one is Homeopathy Choice Action. Foundation is our nonprofit where we educate consumers and also our members of Congress about the issues surrounding, the political issues surrounding homeopathic medicines. And then our Homeopathy Choice Action is our organization that actually is working on bringing legislation. So let me explain to you a little bit about the problem. And this problem is actually what prompted us consumers, I'm a consumer, to form Americans for Homeopathy Choice. In 2017, FDA came out with a new policy. At the time, it was in draft form, but this policy has now been finalized and they call this policy a guidance. What was so concerning about this guidance is that it completely reversed several decades of FDA's policy around homeopathic medicines. In the past, FDA saw homeopathic medicines as unique drugs because they are drugs per the Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act. FDA recognized these as unique drugs and they created a unique pathway for these medicines to enter the market, for homeopathic medicines to enter the market. But in 2017, they came out with a new policy. The most concerning thing about this policy was that they said that all homeopathic medicines are now considered unapproved new drugs, and therefore any of the ones that are being sold in the market today are being sold illegally. So we were concerned about this because it sounded like FDA was saying, we'll let these medicines be sold, but if we feel like we ever want to pull some off the market, we can, and we can do that for any reason or no reason at all. Well, as time went on, our organization formed. We expressed concern to Congress and also to FDA, opened the lines of communications to share the consumer's perspective. And in the end, we started to see the impact that this policy document has had on our access to homeopathic medicines. And another really important part of our work in Americans for Homeopathy Choice is that we include the entire homeopathy community in our process and in our work. And so if you're a part of an organization and you would like to attend some of our meetings where we talk about strategy, where we talk about what's going on, you're welcome to contact us at info@homeopathychoice.org because we've created something called the Homeopathy Consumer Council. The Consumer Council brings together producers, like manufacturers, brings together other members of the homeopathy community like professionals and also, of course, consumers. That's what makes up the Consumer Council. And so if you're part of an organization who would like to participate in that meeting, you can participate as an official representative of your organization, or you could just participate as an individual who is involved in different parts of the homeopathy community. We welcome everyone and we can send you our participation agreement and you could learn a little bit more about that. And then finally, if you're asking yourself, how can we help your work at Americans for Homeopathy Choice? There's definitely two ways. In Washington, D.C., there's two forms of currency. The first form of currency is cash, money. And so you can donate to us by going to homeopathychoice.org, and we would be very grateful for any donations. The second way that you can support our work at Americans for Homeopathy Choice is by people, because that's the second form of currency in Washington, D.C., and you can join our grassroots team. We do have a landing page where you can learn more about our grassroots team that we call the HAT team, and that's at homeopathychoice.org/HAT. And, HAT, and it stands for Homeopathy Action Team. And we will onboard you. If it's not open at this time, you'll see that there's a waiting list and you can sign up for the waiting list. And we have a really amazingly structured program that has training that will teach you how to be authentic and sincere, but bring our concerns to your member of Congress. It's really important that we communicate about this in an ongoing fashion, but in a professional way with our members of Congress. And so we hope that you'll consider joining our Homeopathy Action Team at homeopathychoice.org/HAT. Okay, that was a really, really quick and dirty explanation of our organization and what we're doing. Really, really short, but I hope that you guys enjoyed listening to this video. Again, if you want to get involved, if you have any questions, concerns, thoughts, feedback that you want to give us, you can contact us at info@homeopathychoice.org. That's our contact email, and all of those emails get sent to me or to the right team member of our organization. Okay, we think you're awesome. Thank you for all that you do for homeopathy in the United States, and I hope you guys enjoy the conference.
Hi there, everybody. My name is Alistair Gray.
And I'm Denise Stratus, and together we run HOHM Foundation. Lots of people ask us, what does HOHM stand for? It's spelled HOHM, and it's a homonym for home, like your house, your place. And it also includes OHM, Om, the sound of universal resonance. And homeopathy is a medicine that operates on the principle of resonance.
We do four things. You want
Four
to tell us
things.
about?
Yeah, sure. We do four things. We provide access to clinical services in homeopathy. We conduct meaningful research. We curate an antiquarian library, and we raise money for scholarships in homeopathy education.
I want to talk about the research office.
Yes.
And it is an absolute delight to be able to use our passion and our interest and our skill sets to create meaningful research outputs that these days are so incredibly relevant and important. We focus not on all of that mechanism of action stuff. All of that's taken care of by the physicists and the chemists. We do research and focus on research that is more clinically oriented and more outcome oriented. We want to harness all of the skills that we have, but also that you have. And that has been an initiative where inside the research office, we have established a PGRN, a practitioner-generated research network. And that is, again, an opportunity to be able to encourage the development of new skills and also highlight amongst the homeopathy community about all of the incredible data that is collected within individual clinical practices.
We also conduct research in education and in the history of homeopathy. My particular research is in the intellectual history of homeopathy, looking at where Hahnemann's influences were in the development of potency, the whole pharmacological process, as well as his influences in the development of chronic disease theory.
And so all of that, the publication of your book just recently, but also the publication of a number of peer-reviewed articles, about 13 just in the last year or so, or actually in the last 13 or 14 months, means that we have been really, really busy. Educational research, actually even research into the types of technologies we use, surveys, survey outcomes, and as I mentioned before, the clinical outcomes from our acute and our chronic clinic.
So that brings us to the clinical access, and I think this is at the heart of everything that HOHM stands for. So back during the pandemic, HOHM Foundation, we were already a 501c3 at that point and had been conducting research, but we saw the opportunity to create a telehealth clinic for serving folks who were in desperate need of care during the pandemic. And so thus was born the Homeopathy Help Network, from which we have Homeopathy Help Now, and that's an acute care service. And then we've got the Homeopathy Help Network, which also offers chronic care service. And soon, in May, we will launch Homeopathy Help Now Comfort Care, which is a telehealth service for palliative and end-of-life care using homeopathy and working both with clients and their caregivers.
What that means is, because there's a low-cost clinic for acute and chronic prescribing, we have the opportunity and have taken it to be able to track all of those outcomes. That is around 5,000 acute cases.
That's right. And we do about 600 chronic cases a year. And that we work in conjunction with the Academy of Homeopathy Education in terms of the clinical services for chronic care. When it comes to acute care, the helpline is a separate entity, and it is available to anyone who wants to do an internship or an externship with Home to be able to develop your acute care skills and to be a part of this amazing initiative. And so that takes us back to where we started. HOHM Foundation is a place for everyone. Everything that we are developing as a part of this initiative is in service to the larger community of homeopathy, and we would love for you to join us. There's a place for everybody here at Home. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Welcome to HIP. Serving the underserved and marginalized communities is the heart of our organization. HIP was founded in 2012, initially to offer ongoing homeopathic services to the homeless and veteran populations in San Francisco. Over the years, with the assistance of digital appointments, we have branched out to many clients outside of Northern California.
Also, in the past couple of years, we at HIP have expanded our services to other disenfranchised BIPOC communities by creating a model of in-person pop-up clinics in communities in need all over the United States. This model also provides ongoing follow-ups remotely so that we can continue our care for our clients.
HIP offers mentorship opportunities for homeopaths who desire to volunteer in a clinic setting with underserved populations. This is a chance for practitioners to gain skills and give them back. We hope down the road that others may be able to further the work creating satellite clinics in their local communities, enabling homeopathy to be an accessible healing modality for all people.
We provide this free or donation-based service with double practitioner intakes and follow-ups, with remedies provided by HIP, whether we are in person or following up virtually. The double practitioner model allows for the continuance of care for the clients and flexibility and support for the volunteers.
In addition to treating our clients at our pop-up clinics, we take the opportunity to support the caregivers and the first responders who also serve.
HIP is excited about the future and how you can be a part of this exciting work that we do. HIP will help support, like we said, all homeopaths that are interested in doing this work. We are all one. We are all united. Let's get together and make some community pop-up clinics a reality in your community.
Hi, I'm Debbie Noah. I'm the president and founder of Homeopathy Association of Arizona. We founded it in April of 2015, and with the intent to include everybody in our great state of Arizona, including the MDs, the naturopaths, the moms, and of course the homeopathic practitioners. In Arizona, we have a homeopathic medical board that licenses MDs so that they can practice homeopathy and other alternative methods. We also have a naturopathic board, and they license naturopaths who also do homeopathy. We have several moms groups who love to do homeopathy. And then, of course, the homeopathic professional practitioners who are us. This is Whitney. She's our treasurer of the Homeopathy Association. Would you like to give us more information?
Yes. I would like to tell you that our voice is stronger in numbers. We want to reach to the community and reach out to the community to join us. We are here to help our profession grow because we believe so strongly in our homeopathic standards. This inclusive community is open to all, and we want to personally invite you to be part of our efforts to revitalize this homeopathic association in Arizona. No matter where your homeopathic career began and where you are today, we can all benefit from the wealth and knowledge from the diverse groups in Arizona that make up our homeopathic profession.
Thanks, Whitney. And this is Susan. She's our vice president.
My name is Suzanne Johnson, and I am the vice president of the Homeopathic Association of Arizona. And I am super excited to share all of what the association has to offer their members. We have study groups, we have mentorship, especially for those who are possibly graduating or attending our homeopathic college here in Arizona. We have events, Saturday events, we have community outreach, we have CEU opportunities, we have conferences that are in the making right now, and we just would like to share that all with you, and you can find out more about that information on our website.
In Arizona, we have a varied political history, and so the Homeopathic Association is something that we need here. So we invite you all to join us. And here we are in our lovely desert among the creosote and the cactus. And the college has done many desert provings over the years. We will do a proving on a desert remedy later on next year. So that'll be exciting. We invite you to join us.
Hi, this is Kathleen Shibley, and I'm here to tell you about the California Homeopathic Medical Society. I'm the current president, and we currently have fellow board members Dr. and Vijay Vaishnav, Richard Hiltner, MD, Vanessa Black, and Astra Ruglis. California Homeopathic Medical Society, CHMS, has been around since 1877. We've been a lot more active since about the 1970s. And for most of that history, it was only open to medically licensed providers. That changed about 15 years ago, where it opened up to professional homeopaths as well. And so we have had most of those years since the 70s, I believe, we've had an annual conference. But that has been a big part of the CHMS activities for members and for non-members, as well as we have a California Homeopath Journal. And again, this is something that was picked up, I think about maybe close to 20 years ago, 15 to 20 years ago, by Richard Pitt and Premananda Childs. Our organizational priorities at the moment are to kind of rebuild. We're in a period of needing to grow our board. We're simplifying our systems. We're looking for new board members, and we're probably going to be opening up our membership even further to essentially a kind of an associate member style. And then we're also, as I mentioned, going to be putting some effort into getting the journal back up online. The question about how are we moving the profession forward, I think that's something we always continue to ask ourselves, but things that I've heard from other folks about the CHMS is that, and I agree with this, is that we tend to be a very kind of open organization in terms of bringing new voices to the table having people speak about their clinical experience. And we know that people practice homeopathy in lots of different ways in this country, and certainly that's true here in California. I don't know the statistics, but I believe we probably have the most amount of homeopaths in the United States here in California. And again, because we have people from all over the world here and practicing who studied from lots of different places around the world. So we're trying to remain open, that we learn from one another and be respectful about how people are practicing and finding success in their clinics. At the same time, we try to uphold, standards of classical homeopathy and continuing to learn in that way as well. So that's, and along those lines, I think our journal has been reflective of a really more wide range of, interest and relevance of homeopathy in modern practice, how we relate to integrative medicine and to the broader landscape of healthcare. So we're going to continue to try to fill that kind of niche with what we're bringing to the table. Support from the homeopathic community. Well, we will be welcoming any members from anywhere, and we currently do, but we're going to be just making the process simpler. So, basically, if you would like to support us, you can become a member. And then stay tuned. People can, we're going to hopefully be producing and re-releasing some of the journal this year. So please keep an eye out. Let us know what you think. Let us know also what you would like to see in the journal going forward. And maybe if you're interested to contribute, we are going to be looking for contributions, guest editors, that kind of thing. And then another thing is just to let us hear from you about what you think is needed in the homeopathic profession nowadays. We're really trying to, we think it's a great time for homeopathy, and at the same time, lots has changed for healthcare in general, but for homeopathy as well in the last few years. Some of that is great for us. Some of it is more of a challenge. So we just want to hear what kind of support people need, ideally from a state society or continuing education, perhaps. What needs are not being met out there? We'd like to know. We'd like to hear your honest ideas and opinions. So let us hear from you. You can contact me personally, email or phone call. You can find it on our website, homeopathywest.org.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Thevenot here with Andrea Baines, and we wanted to talk to you about the Florida Homeopathic Society. Andrea, could you please begin by giving us an overview of the organization?
The Florida Homeopathic Society is an all-inclusive organization headquartered here in Florida, but involving homeopathic colleagues well beyond the Sunshine State. We're a mixture of professional homeopaths, CCHs, MDs, home practitioners, study group members, students, and moms, and of course anyone interested in learning about homeopathy. We focus on bringing people together at an annual conference to explore a current health issue. The conference is hybrid, in-person, live online, and recorded. The in-person experience especially focuses on discussions, networking, supporting each other. It's total immersion from Friday evening all the way through to Sunday with like-minded friends, both old and brand new.
Do you have a mission statement you could share with us?
Yes, our mission is to lead homeopathy awareness and education in the state of Florida. We strive to do this through these objectives: by increasing awareness of homeopathy through education with emphasis on classical Hahnemannian homeopathy, by promoting homeopathy through the annual Florida Homeopathic Society Conference, seminars, and community events, and by supporting homeopathic study groups and partnering with other homeopathic organizations in Florida and beyond. To be very clear, we are an educational organization for all, from the very beginners to professionals and everyone in between.
What does Florida Homeopathic Society offer its members to help encourage more interest and education about homeopathy?
Our cornerstone is the Florida Homeopathic Society Annual Conference. by inviting seasoned homeopaths to teach in depth on a topic for 2 full days. We provide an opportunity for attendees to deepen and expand their knowledge. We also offer used homeopathic books at our conference and on our website. We welcome donations of books and then make the books available to others at a very reasonable donation towards our homeopathic educational programs. Finding new homes for used homeopathic books helps to make further learning more accessible and much more affordable, making FHS used books very popular. And you don't have to be a member to take advantage of that. Just pop on over to our website.
How else can our viewers support you?
FHS also offers an annual fundraiser, the Hahnemannian Monument Project, which I happen to have one here. Our donors receive a thank you gift, a keepsake replica of the Samuel Hahnemann Monument, the only monument to a physician in Washington. This year, all proceeds go to the film Introducing Homeopathy. We also offer online classes of various topics. This year featured cell salts with Miranda Castro, and flu classes and a first aid class with Sally Tamplin. FHS supports Americans for Homeopathy Choice, National Homeopathic Product Certification Board, Friends of HPCUS, Homeopathy Without Borders, Homeopathy for Health in Africa, and National Health Freedom Action.
What else would you like to share with us?
We love that we take the approach of going in depth on a single topic at our annual conference. It's like reading a novel that just gets more and more and more fascinating, and you just want to continue engrossing yourself in it. It's really fascinating. We also really enjoy networking with other state and regional homeopathic societies and look forward to working with them more in the future. We love being together to support each other and to celebrate the beautiful gift of homeopathy. And in the meantime, you can find us at www.floridahomeopathicsociety.org.
Andrea, thank you so much for talking to us today.
On behalf of FHS, thanks to NCH for this opportunity to share our organization with you all and for all the work that you continue to do in support and promotion of homeopathy. Thank you.
I'm Tim Fiora. I'm a family physician and homeopathic physician, and currently I'm the president of the Illinois Homeopathic Medical Association. In 1992, Dr. Joel Shepard and myself reincorporated the IHMA as a not-for-profit corporation here in Illinois. Since then, we have brought homeopathic educators from around the world here to Chicagoland to present seminars on homeopathy. And currently, 6 times a year, we hold a homeopathic study group at the local naturopathic college. The IHMA actually has a very illustrious history here in Illinois. It was first founded in 1855 and first incorporated in 1881. The first president of the IHMA, Dr. David Shepard Smith, was a physician who brought homeopathy to Illinois. He worked along with none other than Abraham Lincoln to establish the first homeopathic medical college in Chicago called Hahnemann Medical College, which was in existence from 1855 until 1922. In this tradition of education, one homeopathic historian has said that Chicago has graduated more homeopathic practitioners and physicians than any other city in America. Keeping that tradition alive, the IHMA has had a big emphasis on education, and several of our members have taught at the local naturopathic college, and several of the graduates are now of that naturopathic program are now members and board members and officers in our organization.
My name is Ashley Diadam. I am a naturopathic physician and graduate of National University of Health Sciences and currently the secretary of the IHMA. The IHMA has been moving the profession forward by being inclusive and continuing to change with the times. For example, we have created a good working relationship with the homeopathic veterinarians through the AVH, with whom we jointly hold meetings. Also, we have been inclusive of all degree types and now moving to add non-professionals to the organization. For many years, we have allowed NDs, students to attend our meetings and our study groups.
Hi, my name is Janice Jorgis, and I'm a naturopathic physician and a graduate of the National University of Health Sciences. I'm a current IHMA board member as well. The homeopathic community can support our organization by assisting us to recruit NCH members in Illinois or nearby states who would like to be members and participate in our group. CCHs are welcome, as well as other supporters of homeopathy. We would like to thank the NCH for giving us the opportunity to share our story and hopefully grow our organization so that we can support homeopathy in Illinois and the Upper Midwest. We look forward to a fruitful collaboration with the NCH and its members.
Greetings from the Minnesota Homeopathic Association. We are celebrating 25 years as an organization, having been started in 1998 by Dr. Eric Summerman and Val Ohanian, who were the founders of the Northwestern Academy of Homeopathy. They, along with Dr. Jacob Ehrman and Sujata Owens, started MHA. Many thanks to NCH for inviting us to participate in this opportunity. We are happy to share our focus of MHA along with our needs. My name is Betty Jo Arnett. I am currently the president of MHA, and I was in class 1 of the Northwestern Academy of Homeopathy. Minnesota is one of 11 states that have a safe harbor law. And we have the good fortune of having had this opportunity to share homeopathy with clients and the public since the year 2000. With the hundreds of graduates that have come from NHA, and we also have another school here in Minnesota now, homeopathy, having homeopaths around is really quite common, and people will say that they commonly share the quotes of their homeopaths in their social circles because it's common to have a homeopath in Minnesota. Our mission at MHA is to keep homeopathy as a choice in healthcare. And our organization focuses also now on continuing education, communication, and support of our practicing members and the students that are in their training, and before they actually go into their homeopathic practices. Some of the things that we do is that we have a community gaggle loop where people can share information about cases or ask questions about rubrics, and also give results of their cases. We also offer 12 Achina approved credits in our Grand Round series. Our conference is in November. It's a day and a half long. It includes a raffle and a silent auction. In 2024, we are going to be having the topic of maintaining the freedom to practice. And we will be having speakers from the National Health Freedom Coalition, be speakers that will be talking about current legislation that is being done throughout the United States, what we need to do to maintain our status here in Minnesota, and some lobbying techniques that our members can be aware of should we ever need to use that. Also, we will be having speakers, and it looks like our topic is going to be on working with clients that have cancer this year. In MHA, we include student members. Most of them come from the Northwestern Academy of Homeopathy. We want them to become a part of our organization from the time they start their training so that they can have a chance to engage with practicing homeopaths, and then by the time they're ready to practice, they will have a lot more confidence. We recognize that students are our future, and so we also include them if they want to be members of our board. We do encourage non-members to purchase our Achina approved courses. They are listed on our website. Along with, we do have a very professional brochure that was produced a few years ago, and it can be It can be used for individuals. You can put a sticker on it and personalize it, and those are available on our website. And Lauri, our assistant, will be posting our website address, and also if you would like to contact us at our Gmail. We welcome you to participate in our community conversation, even if you are not a member of MHA, and if you would like to participate in our annual conference, which will be held in November. For our needs, we really are always looking for volunteers. That is one of the needs. And we have discussed as a board about reaching out to other homeopaths nationwide, as well as other organizations. And I'm hoping that this opportunity that NCH has given us will be a way for us to fulfill that goal. If you have any questions, please contact us either on our website or at our Gmail, or if you would like to contact me personally, just contact us through the Gmail account and ask to speak to me personally, and I'd be happy to do that. Again, many thanks to NCH for allowing us this opportunity. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Patricia Kay, the president of the Pacific Northwest Homeopathy Association. We are a group of practitioners, students, and supporters of homeopathy. We've been around since 2009, but became a 3-state organization representing Washington, Oregon, and Idaho in 2020. We have 61 members from as far south as Eugene, Oregon, as far north as Bellingham, Washington, and as far east as Ketchum, Idaho. Our policy priorities are to be in fellowship with each other, to learn, share, and support each other to practice in accordance with our understanding of the healing principles upon which our profession is based. We're known as a friendly group, and we strive to create and strengthen a sense of community among homeopathic practitioners. We share resources with each other and encourage each other. We network with other homeopathic associations and organizations to stay abreast of current trends and opportunities. We promote excellence in homeopathic care by encouraging our members to become board certified, and we offer ACHINA certified credits for our events. We're happy to embrace the racial, ethnic, and cultural diversity of the human community, which we respect through true homeopathic care, which we know to be eco-friendly. All interested people are welcome to participate in helping to practice and extend the gifts of homeopathic healing to all people around the planet. We serve the vital force by listening to what's alive in and important to our Pacific Northwest community as we stay in relationship with each other and participate in the greater homeopathic community in a dynamic way. Come join us.
Hi, I'm Karen Allen. I'm the director of Trinity Health Hub, and I'm fortunate to live in the Pacific Northwest, where I'm a member of the Pacific Northwest Homeopathy Association. State and regional organizations fill us with inspiration and education and connection.
Hello, I'm Margery Stearns, a professional homeopath in the Pacific Northwest. What I like best about the NUHA organization is the yearly one-day in-person conference we have each fall. There's nothing like being in the room with colleagues and mentors from my own region of the U.S., learning and solving problems together or sharing a meal. It just nourishes my soul. I hope that you will come and join us.
Hi, I'm Deborah Monlux, a certified classical homeopath, and I'm a proud member of the Pacific Northwest Homeopathy Association. One of my key initiatives is the Homeopathy Boot Camp. It involves conducting free workshops for those contemplating sitting for the board exam. Additionally, I offer this boot camp program at a reduced rate to the members, ensuring that they have access to this valuable material.
Oh, hi everybody. I'm Doug Brown, and I'm here to tell you that the Pacific Northwest Homeopathy Association is a wonderful mortar, a great container for bringing homeopaths in our corner of the world together to share cured cases, experience, occasionally some wisdom. Hope you'll join us. Bye.
Hi, I'm Jolene Kelleher, the Pacific Northwest Homeopathic Association Treasurer, reaching out to you, the greater homeopathic community, for support. We really want to grow our relationships with you, for example, by reaching out to other state associations. We'd also like to develop a special focus on mentoring programs to support our new homeopaths that are coming in to the field. Also, to explore ways that we can cross-pollinate our gifts, both collectively and individually. And finally, and most importantly, taking opportunities to celebrate both our successes and our differences. It's with deep gratitude to you all. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ashley Corey. I'm a new grad and a new CCH and a very grateful recipient of the Monique Arsenault Scholarship from the Pacific Northwest Homeopathy Association this year. I've been the Oregon State Captain for Americans for Homeopathy Choice for 4 years. I love our Pacific Northwest Homeopathy Association for keeping us connected.
Hello, my name is Judith Pruzo. I am a homeopath here in the state of Texas. And in 1994, Carl Robinson, who I'd met a number of years earlier, contacted me and asked me to become one of the founding members of the Texas Society of Homeopathy, along with Melvin Smith, who was a colleague of his in Houston, Texas. Our first meeting was in March of 1994 in San Antonio at a conference center. And it was very educational, enjoyed it very much. And we had meetings every 6 months for several years between San Antonio and Houston. And in 1997, I was selected to have a conference in Dallas. And the first conference was at a Holiday Inn. And we had 70 people attending. The hotel was near 635 and 35. And we had a buffet and all the bells and whistles that I was used to at the conferences for the National Center for Homeopathy and the International Foundation for Homeopathy. We spread homeopathy to a number of people in Texas, including lay people and professionals. And some of those lay people have gone on to become professionals, which is very exciting.
Hi, my name is Maureen Hansen, and I've been a board member and a member of the Texas Society of Homeopathy for over 20 years. And I'm excited to be a part of this organization to lead homeopathy and the education of new members forward for future generations. We have presented conferences every year in various, mainly in Houston and Dallas-Fort Worth area. And we brought in international speakers and national speakers. In 2015, we started having online access to our conferences to help people who could not travel. But we always encourage people to come in person because the camaraderie and the ability to have those small conversations with each other is so important. Coming together with individuals who have homeopathy as their priority. And we hope that other homeopaths will come join us and be a part of our organization so we can continue to reach out to those people who are needing this kind of medicine so that we can help support all the homeopaths and the lay people and the consumers to make sure homeopathy is a power going forward to help transform our healthcare in the United States, and especially in Texas and the surrounding states. So we hope that you'll join us and continue our educating.
My name is Desiree Watts. I'm on the board of directors for the Texas Society of Homeopathy. A major priority for the organization since the beginning of COVID-19 in 2020 has been education. We wanted to take advantage of what has been historically a good time to teach. as we've seen with other pandemics in prior years. And so we did a 6-hour beginning course in the beginning of 2020, and we Zoomed it, and we had good participation, which led to more people joining the Texas Society of Homeopathy. And we branched out from there to have monthly study group meetings to cover more detailed topics for beginners. And we also have happy hour several times a year where members can discuss anything that they want to discuss, their successes and questions they have. We have also found success by teaching workshops around the state since the state opened and people began to get out more. And those have been successful. The only requirement we've had with those workshops is that those attending joined the Texas Society of Homeopathy. So from that, we've also increased our membership. So our goal continues to be to educate people around the state about homeopathy, what it is, and how to use it at home.